My name is Muhammad Farhan. Today I want to present the definition of election. Certainly, elections are cornerstone of democratic societies, playing a vital role in the governance and decision-making processes. Here are some key points to elaborate on the concept of elections. First one, democratic representation. Elections serve as a mechanism for democratic representation, enabling citizens to choose individuals who will represent their interests and make decisions on their behalf. Through election, people have the power to shape the composition of legislative bodies, executive officers, and local governments. And number 2, political participation. Election encourage political participation and engagement among citizens. They provide an opportunity for individuals to voice their opinions, concern, and preference by casting their vote the candidate or party that aligns with their values and priorities. Then, regularly scheduled election provide an opportunity for citizens to express their satisfaction or dissatisfaction with the performance of their representatives and potentially bring about change in leaderships.
Constitutionalism focuses on diverging identities such as ethnicity instead of integrating. Furthermore, it is released rival cooperation, which is inherently unstable. Concessional arrangement used by the political elite in Malaysia, namely the Allied Transition and Beginning, occurred in the original Alliance Party. System primary has been given to the 1969 to 1975 period and to the leadership of Tun Abdul Razak. Elite concessional practice combined with political constant, limiting political competitiveness, increase the likelihood of effectively preserving political stability and preventing ethnic conflict.
Okay, the second issue is overseas postal voters. There are many citizens who reside overseas that are qualified to vote for their origin country, which is Malaysia, found difficulty in the voting process. Actually, quite a lot of budgets and steps to receive and return the voting papers for overseas Malaysia citizens. Furthermore, there is also a time limit for them to confirm their votes. Okay, the next one, the pressure group Suhakam and the chairman Professor Datuk Dr. Rahmat Muhammad stated that if this issue isn't solved sooner, Malaysia might lose a significant number of voters. Suhakam urged SPR to do something about the issue as it is crucial for Malaysia's future. Moreover, voters' rights need to be prioritized as referred to Article 119, Article 21 and Article 25B. SPR needs to ensure smoother election process so that citizens can be prioritized and election can be fair.
Okay, next issue is vote buying. What is vote buying? Vote buying is the act of offering or giving something of value to a voter to exchange of their vote. This can take many forms such as cash payment, gift, or promises of future benefits. Okay, next, why is vote buying is a problem? So, vote buying undermines the very foundation of democracy. When people sell their vote, they are essentially selling their right to choose their leaders. This leads to a situation where those with money can buy power regardless of whether or not they are qualified for the job. This erodes the legitimacy of the government and breeds corruption. So, who engaged in vote buying? The practice of vote buying is not limited to any particular group or individual in Malaysia. However, certain political parties and candidates have been known to engage in this illegal activity in order to gain an advantage over their opponents. According to a study conducted by Malacca Center for Opinion Research, vote buying is most prevalent among lower income voters who are often in need of financial assistance. These voters are often targeted by politicians who offer them money or other incentive in exchange for their votes. Presenter for the next issue.
We move to the next issue, which is transparency in election process. In Malaysia has been a topic of concern and debate for several years. While Malaysia has a long history of holding elections, there have been allegations of irregularities and lack of transparency in electoral system. One of the main concerns raised by critics is the delineation of electoral boundaries. The process of redrawing constituency boundaries, known as gerrymandering, has been a contentious issue. Critics argue that the ruling party has used this process to manipulate the electoral system in its favor by creating constituencies that are disproportionately advantageous to them. Another area of concern is the lack of access to information and restrictions on media freedom during elections. Independent media outlets have often faced limitations on their reporting, leading to a lack of balanced coverage and scrutiny of the electoral process. The government's control over state media has also been a subject of criticism. Furthermore, there have been allegations of voter suppression and irregularities on election days. Claims of phantom voters, multiple voting, and mishandling of ballot boxes have been made, undermining confidence in the integrity of the electoral process. The lack of transparency in the vote counting process has also been point of contention. To address these concerns, there have been calls for electoral reforms in Malaysia. Civil society organizations and opposition parties have pushed for greater transparency in the delineation of electoral boundaries, the establishment of an independent election commission, and the implementation of stricter regulation to ensure fair play during elections.
So, the conclusion of Malaysia's electoral system is a crucial in determining how democratic the nation will become. The conclusion of Malaysia's elections system is that it supports democratic values and offer a substantial forum for the expressions of the populace will. Malaysian residents have the ability to engage in the decision-making process and help from the government through the regular holding of election. By using the electoral process, qualified voters can choose candidates they support and ensure representation and accountability in national governance.